Hello, I'm John Bohan of Baseball We Love. In this segment, we'll be going over the Division I College Pitchers of the Week for the period from March 6, 2017 through March 12th, except for the SWAC, which is always 1 or 2 days off. And as always, apologies in advance for any mispronunciations. The America East Conference selected Jack McClure of the Albany Great Danes. The junior left-hander picked up the win in an 8-1 victory over New York Tech with a pitching line of 8 innings pitched, giving up no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 5. The American Athletic Conference selected John King of the Houston Cougars. The senior left-hander pitched a complete game 2-0 shutout against Baylor with a pitching line of 9 innings pitched, giving up 8 hits, no runs, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 5. The Atlantic 10 Conference selected 2 players, Tim Brennan of the St. Joseph Hawks and Matt Murphy of the Rhode Island Rams. The sophomore right-hander Brennan picked up the win in a 3-2 victory over William and Mary, pitching with 8 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and he struck out 8. While junior right-hander Murphy picked up the win in a 3-0 victory over Arkansas with 7 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 3. The Atlantic Coast Conference selected Brendan McKay of the Louisville Cardinals. The junior left-hander first baseman picked up the win in a 3-0 victory over Pittsburgh with 7 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 15. The Atlantic Sun Conference selected Peyton Gray of the Gulf Coast Eagles. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a 3-2 victory over second-ranked Florida with 6 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and he struck out 6. The Big Ten Conference selected Jake Myers of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The junior left-hander pitched a complete game 10-0 shutout against Western Carolina with 9 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 4. The Big 12 Conference selected Carson Teal of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. The sophomore left-hander picked up 2 wins out of the bullpen in games against Missouri State and South Dakota State. His combined pitching line was 9 innings pitched, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he struck out 15. The performance also garnered national attention. The Big East Conference selected Ryan Testani of the Seton Hall Pirates. The senior right-hander had 2 appearances out of the bullpen, earning a save against Stetson, and got the win against number 2 ranked Florida. His combined pitching line was 7 innings pitched. He gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 2. The Big South Conference selected Bradley Hallman of the Gardner-Webb Running Bulldogs. The junior right-hander pitched a complete game 1-5 victory over East Tennessee State, he had 9 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he struck out 4. He also earned the award in the opening week. The Big West Conference selected Brendan Hornung of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. The senior right-hander picked up the win with a complete game 4-1 victory over Sacred Heart with 9 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and he struck out 14. The Colonial Athletic Association selected 2 pitchers, Michael Adams of the Towson Tigers and Colton Harlow of the James Madison Dukes. Junior right-hander Adams picked up the win in a 5-0 victory over Norfolk State with 7 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 7. And junior left-hander Harlow picked up the win in a complete game 12-1 victory over Coppin State with 9 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and he struck out 15. That performance also garnered national attention. Conference USA selected Matt Cantorino of the Rice Owls. Cantorino, sorry. The freshman right-hander picked up the win in a 4-0 victory over Stanford with a pitching line of 7 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 10. The Horizon League selected Jake Dahlberg of the University of Illinois at Chicago Flames. The senior left-hander picked up the win in an 8-0 victory over Chicago State with 6 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 6. The Ivy League selected Mike Rychek of the Penn Quakers. The senior left-hander picked up the win in a 3-0 victory over Valparaiso with 7 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 5. The Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference selected Nick Margadikas of the Rider Bronx. The junior right-hander picked up the win in an 8-3 victory over Georgia with 7 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 3. The Mid-American Conference selects 2 players. They selected Joey Murray of the Kent State Golden Flashes and Donovan Sims of the Northern Illinois Huskies. Murray is a sophomore right-hander representing the East Division. He picked up the win in a 5-0 victory over the College of Charleston with 5 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 9. Sims is a junior right-hander representing the West Division. He picked up the win in a 2-0 victory over St. Louis with 8 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 1. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference selected Devin Hemmerich of the Norfolk State Spartans. The junior left-hander tossed a 1-hitter in an 8-0 victory over Towson. He had 9 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, no earned runs, 4 walks, and he struck out 7. The Missouri Valley Conference selected Will Kincannon of the Indiana State Sycamores. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a 5-3 victory over Washington, and he had 5 2/3 innings pitched, had given up 10 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 11. The Mountain West Conference selected Tyler Stevens of the New Mexico Lobos. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a complete game 11-1 victory over San Jose State with 9 innings pitched. He gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he struck out 8. The Northeastern Conference selected Cody Brown of the Central Connecticut Blue Devils. The junior left-hander picked up the win out of the bullpen against Marist with a pitching line of 3 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 6. The Ohio Valley Conference selected Alex Robles of the Austin Peay Governors. The senior right-hander picked up the win with a complete game, 4-0 shutout over Jacksonville State with 9 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 11 strikeouts. And the performance also garnered national attention. The Pacific 12 Conference selected David Peterson of the Oregon Ducks. The junior left-hander picked up the win in a 2-1 victory over Santa Clara with a pitching line. He had 7 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 14. The performance also garnered national attention. The Patriot League selected George Capon of the Holy Cross Crusaders. The senior right-hander picked up 2 wins out of the bullpen with a combined pitching line of 9 innings pitched, 10 hits, giving up 10 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 2. The Southeastern Conference selected David Parkinson of the Ole Miss Rebels. The junior left-hander picked up the win in a 2-0 victory over Furman. He had 8 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 9. The Southern Conference selected Brian Sammons of the Western Carolina Catamounts. The senior left-hander made an appearance out of the bullpen to earn a save against North Carolina State and then picked up a win in a start against Nebraska. His combined pitching line was 8 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 7 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and he struck out 10. The Southland Conference selected Trent Fontenot of the McNeese State Cowboys. The junior right-hander had 3 appearances out of the bullpen, picking up a win against 6th-ranked LSU and earning 2 saves against Central Arkansas. His combined pitching line was 4 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and he struck out 5. The Southwestern Conference selected Daniel Vasquez of the Texas Southern Tigers. The freshman left-hander picked up the win in an 8-0 victory over Prairie View A&M. With 8 innings pitched, he gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 2. The Summit League selected 2 pitchers, Luke Lind of the North Dakota State Bison and Josh McMinn of the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles. Senior right-hander Lind picked up the win in a 10-0 shutout against St. Bonaventures. With 7 innings pitched, he gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 4. Sophomore right-hander McMinn picked up the win in a 7-3 victory over Dallas Baptist. With 8 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he struck out 5. The Sun Belt Conference selected Gunnar Legger of the Louisiana Lafayette Ragin' Cajuns. The junior left-hander picked up the win in a 10-0 victory over St. Peter's with 8 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit given up, also 1 earned run, one hit, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 9. The performance also garnered national attention, and he also earned the award last week. The West Coast Conference selected Eli Morgan of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a 1-0 shutout against Cal State Fullerton while pitching 9 innings, giving up 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and struck out 15. The performance also garnered national attention, and he also earned the award last week. The Western Athletic Conference selected Jake Prezina of the Seattle Redhawks. The sophomore left-hander had 2 starts in a 6-day period, winning 4-0 against Indiana State and 17-4 against Pacific. His combined pitching line was 14 innings pitched, giving up 10 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 10. As always, you can find these players individually on my baseball blog, Baseball Me Love. Until next week,